August 5th, 1993. Magic the Gathering sees its first set released with limited edition alpha. Remembered for many of its iconic cards, including Sarah Angel, Lord of the Pit, and Shivan Dragon. Alpha also included some of the most incredibly powerful spells in Majestic Realms, such as Mox Pearl, Soul Ring, Time Walk, Volcanic Island, and the unmatched Black Lotus. True beginnings require true champions, and it will take
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets, alongside two professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you want to watch two clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We aren't the power gamers racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. My name is Kurin.
My name is Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals. This is episode 1. This is the official first episode of the show. If you saw episode 0, I'm sorry. That's all I'll say about that.
It was beautiful. It was wholesome.
I haven't also not learned my lesson, and I brought my carbonated drink. We are not sponsored by Zevia. But maybe we should be.
Just make sure to blur it out. It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's free product placement for them. They're not going to argue about it.
That's true. I've just got tea.
Oh. It's no-name brand tea.
Actually, no-name brand tea.
No-name brand tea and a no-name brand mug.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hey everyone, Kieran here. I just wanted to do a quick briefing to update you on a few different things in this first episode. We won't be doing this in future episodes, so don't worry. Firstly, just wanted to say Filthy Casuals as a Magic progression series was actually inspired by another progression series from a channel called Cimo. Links around me or in the description. He did a series called Yugioh progression series, which obviously follows the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Being a big fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh card game growing up, I love watching it. I do recommend it if you like Yu-Gi-Oh or you just are interested in it. But I thought that it'd be really fun to do a Magic the Gathering series with my friend Colin. So me and my friend Colin decided we would do Filthy Casuals and bring that to you as a Magic the Gathering progression series. Second, there was actually another Magic the Gathering progression series that beat me and Colin to market. Now, while I will go to the grave saying that we had the idea before I even heard of it late in 2020, another channel under the title Magic the Gradual did their Magic the Gathering series first. And so I recommend if you like this series, go check them out and give them some likes and comments. Third, we are obviously playing Magic the Gathering, a product done by Wizards of the Coast. Now, I highly recommend if you want to play Magic online with your friends, there are two good ways to do that, and that's through Magic Arena and Magic Online, the two officially sponsored softwares for Magic the Gathering. Now, obviously, we would love to use those softwares ourselves because they have better interfaces and whatnot, but due to the fact we're doing a progression series and having to open these packs, have a collection on the side and all this, it was an untenable solution to use one of those two. So we're using our own solution, but we highly recommend you use Arena or Magic Online to play with your friends. Fourth, an astute observer may notice that we called out Volcanic Island in the intro. That doesn't come out, I believe, until beta set, and that's a completely flub on my part. So if you notice that, congrats. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of, we're filthy casuals, so who cares? But in case you did, then there you go, bonus points for you. Fifth, I apologize for the length of this video in particular. I had a hard time editing it down, and I think as me and Colin get used to doing this and getting through the processes, we're going to have a lot easier time getting the videos to become an hour or less, which I think is a bit more digestible for people. So if you stick around and watch this whole hour plus video, God bless you, and may you draw super well in your future Magic the Gathering games if you happen to play. I guess last thing I'll say is we're not going to ask you to like and subscribe, but what I will ask you to do is share this video with your friends or Magic the Gathering community. I think that will spread the word a little bit faster and get people watching our series. Me and Colin have the plan to do this bi-weekly at the moment, as it's quite a lot of effort and hours to edit a video, not to mention play the game. But we really hope you like it, and with that, I will leave you to get back to the show. Enjoy episode 1. Let's see who can win. So, what is Filthy Casual's progression series? Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. As you've seen in the intro, me and Colin are going to be opening packs, making decks from those packs, growing the collection. We decided to go in a different direction than some of the other progression series that I've seen. What we'll be doing is making 60 card decks. So episode 0 is obviously more of a sealed draft format, so we did 40 card decks. Hopefully we get enough cards in this collection of alpha to make...
5 color decks, that's fine, right?
We're not actually going to be opening an entire box to each of us. We are going to be opening a single box between us, as if we were buying one at your local game store, which you should be supporting, by the way. We're going to be splitting it, and we're going to be opening 18 packs each to make our collection kind of whole. I think that will be a little bit more limiting for us in a good way, in that we will have to think outside the box in some ways. We're not opening a full box. We might not get play sets of things. We're still playing with the regular play set rules. So 4 of any 1 card in the deck. So I think 18 packs will kind of limit our pool, kind of push us into more interesting strategies.
Yeah, I think in a certain way too, it will not kind of overwhelm us with decision making later on. And it'll kind of force us to be more creative in like the alpha sets and like the beginning sets, which is something I personally really like because I love drafting and trying to make things work even though it's not an optimal setting.
First episode, we can make any color deck we want, any combination of colors. So Colin can go with his copycat formula of playing whatever I'm playing, and then I can make my...
Whoa. Calm down there. Just because black is great.
Yes, those terrors, 3 terrors, and your animate dead.
Yeah. And the rats. Don't forget the rats.
You know what though? At the end of the day, I was the one who came out on top there. So.
Just because I went for a bold strategy. Okay, it's fine.
After a series of matches, which we're calling a series, we are going to give a little boon to the loser. What could develop in this is that we become really ingrained in our strategies, right? So if we get really powerful cards from a certain set, we'll just always want to play them. So to stop that, we're introducing a bit of a ban gauntlet, I guess. What do they call it in sports?
Like counter?
Draft pick, like a draft
picks?
pick. Yeah, we're doing like draft picks.
Pick.
Yeah, like a draft pick for bans. And
Yes.
so at the end of a series, and a series is going to be several episodes, for each lost match, that person will be able to ban 1 card from both players' decks, so both players get hit by it. So, what is a series? A series, in this case, looking at my screen, starts with limited alpha, and then goes all the way up to 4th edition. At the end of 4th edition, we're going to have our draft ban picks for all of the 8 or 9 sets before it, wherein a loser gets 1 ban pick for each match loss they made. Moving forward into Ice Age, you can see we're 9 more episodes before the next ban. So we'll let a meta develop in which we're going to have to try to counter each other's strategies before we can put a ban hammer on the most suppressive cards. We're going to try that for now, and if let us know in the comments if you think that that's dumb, because we are dumb, and so maybe we came up with a dumb system. But
sooner or later
we
it'll break.
That's the Filthy Casuals promise. What does the winner of the progression series get, you may ask? Eternal bragging rights on the other person, especially if you're Colin.
We're gonna get him, boys. We'll find a way.
Let us see it in the comments. Hashtag Team Croft if you think if you're
Team
on
believe.
the board.
Team
if you're on
praise
the
the
Croft,
sun.
if you're on the Croft team before it even begins, and I guess you're a true believer. I don't know. But we all know Team Lang has the more experience. He brought Team Croft into the game.
It's true.
Okay, he made him part of the game. So.
Can the student overcome the master?
All right, so we're looking at limited edition alpha set, and Colin, you're unfamiliar with this set. It's a little before your time.
I mean, I was 1 year old when this came out, so I guess the only experience I had with this set is when we did episode 0 test run.
So limited edition alpha came out in 1993. Richard Garfield made Magic the Gathering, as many of you probably know. The creature pool is not great, but the spells can be like super busted. Notable cards in the set include Ancestral Recall, a part of a group of cards known as the Power 9. There you go, Colin. We're gonna finally
I finally get to know what Power 9 means.
Yeah, so Power 9. The Power 9 were a group of 9 cards that are completely busted from the old sets. It includes cards like Ancestral Recall, Black Lotus. These are like 9 of the most powerful Magic cards ever printed, and Ancestral Recall is one of them. Armageddon, destroying all lands. The original dual lands, which are the untapped versions that are both mountains and swamps, forests and islands. Balance, which is banned in almost every format. It's Black Lotus, arguably one of the most powerful cards and most expensive cards in the game. I have Chaos Orb, notorious for this is a fun fact for you, Colin. So I think there was a case, and this is just what I've heard, is there was a case where somebody tore up their Chaos Orb and sprinkled it over the battlefield. It's a card where you drop it from a certain height, and whatever it lands on, it destroys the card. Obviously, we're not going to be able to play with that in this format.
Oh my god.
Somebody actually ripped their card up and sprinkled it.
That's next level, honestly. Oh my god.
I mean, I can't fault them for that. There was an unhinged card, I believe, called Chaos Confetti, which basically was a joke on that.
That's actually pretty funny.
And of course, the Moxes. Mox Emerald, Mox Jet, Mox Pearl, Mox Ruby, and Mox Sapphire. 0 mana artifacts that just give you 1 color of mana.
What were they thinking?
I mean, when you're having cards that are like 6 mana, 4/4 with flying, and that was like considered the top tier of a creature, then I kind of see why. But the Moxes now are part of the Power 9. We've got Colin's favorite card, Time Walk, and my favorite card, Time Twister, from the last episode. I believe both of those are also part of the Power 9.
Yeah, Time Walk was great. 2 mana for an extra turn, ridiculous.
There's so many notable cards in Alpha that are still played to this day in Commander. Winter Orb, stuff like Animate Dead, Basalt Monolith. And some other notable cards aren't powerful or rare, but they're more iconic, like Mr. Bean here, the Hill Giant, for which every 4 mana 3/3 afterwards are nicknamed Hill Giants.
Is that a thing? They just carried Hill Giant over?
No, yeah, well, it's just like, you say Grizzly Bears are 2 mana 2/2s.
Right.
Because the first Grizzly Bear was a vanilla 2 mana 2/2. Hill Giants are 4 mana 3/3s traditionally.
Huh.
This is the cards that you get in this set could carry through for the next 10 episodes.
Time Walk, Time Walk, Time Walk.
If you open up a Black Lotus, a Time Walk, a Mox Ruby, you're laughing up until episode 9 when I inevitably banned it. So, unless I don't lose. I guess if I don't lose a match,
I'm just saying you said
banned.
inevitably, so you can just concede now. It's fine.
I am inevitable. Alright, I'm talking to you now directly. Colin's muted, but he's doing a robot dance on the screen, which I'm recording. So we're not, like I said, we're not professionals. We're doing this the most hacky way possible. So I'm gonna see every reaction. He's not gonna see me because I don't think my screen is on his. So my peripheral vision is always locked onto him. So we're cracking open 18 boosters, limited alpha. Let's see what we get. Now this is big because, like I said, this could carry over through 9 to 10 episodes. So we're gonna go through these quick. Here, second one, we got Mr. Bean, classic Mr. Bean. All right, well now we're going to our first rare. Mox Jet, baby! It's over, Colin. Power 9 first pack. Power 9 first pack. Like, what are you gonna do?
Okay. All right, time to open packs. Oh, here we go. Still don't fully know this set too well, but got Mr. Bean right out the gate, so that's good news. Let's see what else we got. Here. Scroll. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's gonna be good. You know, it's an amazing card, but I do think it might not be the best one. I don't know if that's a controversial take or not.
No, unlike other card games, I feel like a lot of the rares in Alpha will be super useful. There might be a few kind of cards that aren't great, but I think we're gonna pick up a lot of good stuff here.
Lightning Bolt, classic. Ooh, what the heck? Keldon Warlord.
Magical Hatch. What the hell is Magical Hatch? Remember what I said about all the rares being good? Well, that's not true. This is not I don't think we're gonna be playing Magical Hack.
Ooh, what the heck? Soul Ring, sick.
Basalt Monolith! Okay. So Basalt Monolith, good ramp. I can't complain about that pickup. Probably better than the rare, actually.
Ooh, a Winter Orb. Wow. Plague Rats. Could go Bean Rat deck. Bean Rat deck. Truly the most overpowered.
Ooh, Channel. Oh, I forgot about Channel. So Channel is part of a combo called Channel Fireball. Channel lets you pay 1 life to get 1 colorless mana. And Fireball allows you to pay X mana and deal damage to any target. So with Channel Fireball, you could effectively, if you had 20 life, pay 19 life to do 19 damage to your opponent, which is just insane. So Channel is a good pickup.
Fireball, that is exactly what killed me last time. So you could always throw it back at him. All lands in play are destroyed. Armageddon. What's with all this land hate in Alpha? Clone, good. I like that. I know what that card does.
Another Lightning Bolt. It's our second Lightning Bolt. 2 Lightning Bolts. Okay, look at that. Mana short. All opponent lands are tapped and opponent's mana pool is empty. So it basically just shuts their whole game plan for a turn down.
Ooh, Mana Barb's nuts. I wonder if we can somehow do like this weird kind of like mana burny deck. I mean, that would probably involve going into white and trying to like get all these weird damage things. More Mr. Beans. We love beans. All the beans. Give me the beans. We might just have to go a bean deck for the sake of it.
Ooh, we open Balance. Okay. So Balance is a card that's been banned in almost every format because it's crazy. It says whichever player has the most lands in play must sacrifice enough of their lands to equalize the number. So basically, if I have 5 lands and Colin has 10, he has to sacrifice 5 of his lands to bring us even. And then they do the same thing with their hand and creatures in play. I don't know if we're going to play it right now, but it is a good card to have in the collection. Alright, moving on. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands in the 1 row of cards. That's some good luck.
Ooh, Mana Vault. We're getting the power 9s that Kurin was talking about. So you can tap it for 3 mana, then you have to untap it for 4, and if it's tapped during your upkeep, you do 1 damage. Still seems great.
Oh, okay. I guess this is as good a time as any to talk about this. So Crusade is a alpha card that was taken down recently as a group of cards that Wizards of the Coast deemed were not appropriate for this day and age. Crusade was a card, I believe, was white and colorless and depicted European crusading knights, and I believe the card effect was all white creatures get +1/+1. Or they had some other cards from sets like Arabian Nights and such that one was Jihad, I believe. It just brought up some questionable content. So we are going to be playing with these cards just for the historical accuracy of going through the progression series, but it is worth noting that Crusade is no longer printed, and the reasons for that are because Wizards of the Coast has determined that those cards in particular do not represent their values anymore. So it's just something to keep in mind.
Mox Sapphire. Some more cards that Kurin was talking about earlier. Add 1 blue mana to your mana pool. Tapping this artifact can be played as an interrupt for 0 mana. It's pretty good. White and something, I feel, is like the so maybe white and blue.
Oh, that's a good pickup. Wrath of God, the first printing of Wrath of God. So Wrath of God is a 4 mana white board wipe. It destroys all creatures on the board. The only issue is I'm opening a lot of cards from a lot of different colors. I'm not seeing that through line yet.
Well, and RLs. More Mr. Beans. Bean Squad. Tundra. Counts as both islands and plains. Oh, this is one of the dual lands. I mean, plains and islands are good. Did we not get a Fireball? Am I just dumb? I think I am just dumb. Fuck. Fireball? That is exactly what killed me.
This guy looks really funny. Earth Elemental. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's it, hey? Interesting. Okay, to kind of sift through anything I might have missed on first glance, there's cards that we're obviously going to play, like Black Lotus. That dual land is really making me want to go blue-white. Oh yeah, we got the Winter Orb, which seems freaking ridiculous. Of course, so happy I got Black Lotus. I know Kieran's going to ban it in like 8 episodes, 9 episodes, or whatever. I think it'll be funny. Okay, let's try to throw something together here. Probably white and something. We'll see. We'll take stock and be back.
Black fucking Lotus, baby! That's fine. I don't even need to open the other packs. We got Black Lotus. Mox and a Black Lotus. Colin, what are you gonna open? Time Walk? I don't care about Time Walk. Oh, look at this pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basic lands. Blech. Oh, no. Remove this card from your deck before playing it if you're not playing for ante. So ante was this idea that you could put cards into an ante pool, kind of wager them like a gamble, and whoever won would get those cards in the ante. We're not playing with these, so another kind of dead rare. And that's the last pack. Okay. I think our best bet is to take advantage of our Black Lotus and our Mox Jet and try to get things out quickly. Alright, we're gonna have to go to the deck building and see what we've got. We'll see you on the other side.
Alright, so this is what I came up with. We did end up going white, but we totally bailed on black and blue. The reasoning behind that is because there's a lot of white cards that are going to be preventing damage in this deck in small ratios, and then I also, it kind of seems to go well with Mana Barbs. Mana Barbs is a red card that I got that where you tap, it'll deal 1 damage to that land's controller, so it'll start to kind of like hopefully slow Kurin down, or at least start dealing damage to him. Meanwhile, the idea is I have all these white cards like the Sunlight Healer, where I can tap to prevent 1 damage to any target, which can negate that for myself, so I can kind of come away scot-free. So I got Veteran Bodyguard. So unless Veteran Bodyguard is tapped, any damage done to me by unblocked creatures is done instead of Bodyguard. I guess that doesn't help with the Mana Barbs in hindsight, but I think that just kind of helps deter attackers. If Kurin is going for more of an aggressive board, it'll help slow it down. I also want to call this deck Mr. Bean's Revenge, because I have all the Mr. Beans I could possibly have. I technically have 5, but obviously the card limit is 4. Hopefully Kurin will catch on to that theme. We had damage, reverse damage, so if Kurin does try to rip something at me, I can just heal that, which in the past he's fireballed the crap out of me, so I think that could be a funny little interrupt spell. Got the 1 mana exile instant, which is kind of freaking ridiculous. I guess besides that, we just have normal red shenanigans going on, really. Lots of lightning bolts, fireballs, disintegrates, really just burning them down, controlling the board. Cool other card, Rock Hydra. Put X+1/+1 counters, heads, so it's a way to keep a big creature as a threat, hopefully keeping it alive with all my little healers. Obviously cards like Black Lotus, we got the Coffer Tablet in there, so dealing damage, like picking away again. Put the Jade statue in there, because it is a pretty chunky boy for 4 mana. The Mana Vault, of course, Soul Ring, of course. The other one is the White Orb. So this is kind of designed because I do have a lot of low mana cost cards, and then it kind of like, my curve kind of like dips back up more towards like the Hill Giant. Like 4, it's like 4 and 2 are my big spikes. So I think this will probably affect me less if I get a lot of mana, whereas if Kurin's trying to go with some bigger stuff, it will hopefully slow him down. In my sideboard, just all the color hate. All the color hate I could have. There's like destroy artifacts with Shatter, Red Elemental Blast to counter blue. We also have Armageddon, which would destroy all lands, but again, hopefully I have 2 consecrated lands out there to power through a little faster. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I also need to add lands in this deck. Kurin's gonna fucking murder me.
Alright, episode 1, Filthy Casuals. This guy in the other screen, it's over. It's over. You know what? I didn't put this in the video, but he brought his friend, his roommate, into the room to check out his deck for him. He said the deck was already done, but I think he was getting a little bit of help. I think he's a little worried. So, and why shouldn't he be? I have a black fucking Lotus.
Fuck. Oh. That's gonna be good.
Let's go over the deck quick. Not going to spend too much time on this, but we just want to go over the cards. So I've got this Ankh of Mishra, deals 2 damage to anyone who puts a new land into play. So the idea is that this deck is tricolor. I hope this is going to be okay. We don't have any dual lands. But I want to play kind of a pingy, burny style deck. We got the Basalt Monolith, taps for 3 colorless mana. The Black Lotus, the creme de la creme. The ultimate. There's no way he has a Black Lotus, right? It's gotta just be me.
That's gonna be good.
I don't actually think it's amazing in this deck, but it can get a 4-drop on turn 1. Like, that can just end the game right then and there with the limited pool of resources we have. Again, Mox Jet. We're not playing black, but it's free mana. I don't think I can turn it down. But we've got a Rod of Ruin. These games have traditionally gone long. We're going to have 3 mana available to us. This can ping him, deal damage to him every turn. Air Elemental. We only have 15 creatures, so I'm hoping that the creatures we do have will be good enough to kind of get us through the game. Air Elemental is one of the strongest cards we have. 4/4 flying. So we got 2 of those. We got an Iron Root Tree Folk. It's a 3/5. Beefy little boy. We got these Ley Druids, untaps our lands for us, so we don't have to play as many lands. Can get the bigger stuff out quickly. 1 Living Wall. It seemed like a good card in episode 0 when Colin played it against me. It's 1 mana to regenerate, and it's a 0/6. Lalanor Elves, classic staple, ramps us into bigger things. Phantasmal Forces, 4 mana, 4/1 with flying, and you have to pay a blue mana on every upkeep. If you're getting in for 4 damage every turn because it's flying, and flying is really powerful in these early sets, I think it's worth giving it a shot. Then we got our trio of Prodigal Sorcerers. Just tap and deal 1 damage to any target, creature or player. Which if I get 2 of these on the field, I'm paying him for 2 every turn. We got Verdant Enchantress, so I've got an actual enchantment package of 7 enchantments down here. If this can give us any amount of card draw, if we can even get 1 or 2 cards off of this card, I think it'll be worth it. And then 2 War Mammoths, which is the 4 mana 3/3 with Trample, and I think the Trample is going to be big in this case. Got Fast Spawn. I'm on the edge about this one. I think this is one we might sideboard out depending on how it goes. But if we can play stick this turn 1 and drop 2 to 3 lands, it's just about supercharging our deck against him. If we can win quickly, all the best. Flight is a amazing card that we can stick to, say, a War Mammoth and give it flying. Phantasmal Terrain is double blue, and we put it on his land and change it to any other basic land type. We could just screw him out of a color potentially with this. 2 Psychic Venoms, again, any amount of damage we can do to him, just get 2 damage in every time he taps a land. Regeneration, just could throw it on a creature, a good creature of ours, an Air Elemental. And then Wild Growth, which gives us green mana whenever a land is tapped for mana. So I think that could help us speed things along. In our instance, we got Giant Growth, it's just a good card. 2 Lightning Bolts, that's 6 damage between them if we can open them. Mana Short can just phase a turn from him. Power Sink, Counterspell, he has to pay X, and if he can't pay X, he taps the rest of his lands. Twiddle is tap or untap any land, creature, or artifact. Now, I had 2 of these in the deck originally, but I basically played this because of Basalt Monolith, because it can tap for 3 colorless mana, and then we can twiddle it to untap it and tap it for another 3 colorless mana, or just get around the cost of untapping it, which is 3. We have Unsummon, where he drops a 6 mana card, bounce it to his hand, wastes his turn. In our sorcery slots, we have Channel, which I was so sad we didn't open a single Fireball, but we did open Disintegrate. If we can get Disintegrate off with the Channel, we could do up to 18, 19 damage. Regrowth, just a good card. Get back one of our good cards. Stone Rain just destroys cards. And in the side deck, we got these Sea Serpents if he's playing blue. We have these Dryads with Forest Walk if he's playing green. Animate Artifact can destroy a 0 mana artifact, so if he's running any Moxes, then we can get rid of them. Fog if he's playing a kind of more aggressive creature deck. Magical Hack. I know I gave this card shit while we were opening, but it dawned on me that if a card has destroy an island or destroy mountain. There's one card in particular, I believe, that destroys all islands. And if he plays that against us, it could really screw us. So if we bring in Magical Hack, we could change that and get him to destroy all his lands instead. This is our package. Alpha, not a ton going on. We only had a limited card supply, but I'm pretty happy with the way this is going. I guess we'll find out. I'll see you in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the first episode. The first game of the first match of the first episode. Colin, how are you feeling? How's your deck? Anything juicy? Power of 9?
You know, we got some special cards.
Let me just say, I'm so I got such cards that I don't think I can lose.
Really?
I don't think I can lose.
That's gonna be good.
No.
I mean, I'm glad I made my deck the way I did that, because I think you'll appreciate it at the very least.
Confidence is at an all-time high. I have the power of Richard Garfield flows through me with this.
Oh my God.
These openings.
Channel
All right.
the inner Richard Garfield. See how this goes.
Channel the inner Richard Garfield. That's right. Okay, so let's roll for me.
Oh,
And
like
pretend
in
as
the-
if you just rolled it.
Okay. Okay, I rolled a 9.
Okay. We totally didn't screw that up at all.
That's
All right,
fine.
roll it 20 times. You guys rolled a 6.
Hey, I deserve this.
You gotta go first. Draw a card. 7.
It's in my eye.
Perfect.
Sure, I'll keep this.
You're gonna keep? It's free
Sick.
mulligan, right? It was free mulligan?
Are we playing like tournament standard rules here?
I'll take them all. I'll take them all.
What happened to that confidence, hey?
Hey, sometimes you don't draw lands, okay? That's not my fault. The spirit of Richard Garfield could only help me so far. Oh my god, Colin, this is so bad.
Oh no.
Holy shit, I'm in trouble. I'm mulling to 5, man. I gotta
Really?
mull to 5, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you the free. I don't want to be that.
No.
I feel bad now.
No, it's fine. Okay, I'll keep this. This is like playable. So I need to get rid of 2 cards. It's London Mulligan rules. So everybody draws 7 cards at the start of our turn. And then if you don't like your hand, you can mulligan. And so for those who are new to Magic, that means that you're going to take all the 7 cards, shuffle them back in, and draw a new hand. And how mulliganing it's changed over time, but the way it used to work was that you would draw 1 less than your 7, so you draw 6. And then if you wanted to mulligan again, you draw 5, 4, 3, 2. They changed it. Now we're using a London mulligan, which was brought about during one of the London Pro Tours, and it's a little more forgiving. You get to draw 7 again, but then you have to take 1 card and put it on the bottom of your deck. And if you want to do it again, you take and draw 7 again, but then you take 2 cards and you put them on your deck. So I've done it twice. So I have to take 2 of the cards in my hand and put them on the bottom of my deck. So we are going to get rid of this.
Good thing I'm not playing a discard deck.
Yeah, right?
I think that's actually the worst feeling if you play, like if you mulligan twice and then it turns out you're playing against a discard deck, you're just like, great.
Thankfully, I don't think there is any discard in this set. Maybe? I didn't see any. I can't think
I
of
ran into one card that was, it didn't say discard specifically, but was like discard cards at random was one of the prompts.
Okay.
I was like, that's interesting, very unique. Play a mountain and then pass turn.
Untap. Up, draw. It's not what I wanted to see. Main phase 1. So I guess I'll quickly just go over it. During the first few phases of the game, you untap all your stuff, which means taking the cards and moving them back to their rightful position. So when you tap a card, you're taking them and moving them sideways, for those newer to the game. And then you go into your upkeep, which really only matters if there are cards that care about the upkeep. And then you go into the draw phase and you draw 1 card at the beginning of your turn. Entering main phase 1, that's where you can play your lands, your sorcery speed stuff, which includes sorceries, artifacts, creatures, instants. You can play anytime you want. I'm going to drop a mountain to just mirror you.
Oh my god, did we
this
do
is
the
the-
same colors again?
This is the first step.
Oh my
And
god.
I'll pass to you. I'm just going to skip through the rest of these steps, but basically you go into combat where you attack, you block, you do damage to the creatures, and then you end the combat. You have a second main phase where you can play spells again, and then there's the end phase where you clean things up, abilities, you discard down to 7 cards in hand. But I'm just going to pass straight to Colin.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Interesting. Well, I think it's pretty clear what I have to do is I'm going to play my planes, and I'm going to tap both. I'm going to play a Samite Healer.
Samite Healer. Tap to prevent 1 damage to any target. So you're playing Boros, maybe?
As far as you know, I'm playing
Boros. Boros is the colloquial term for red and white. Fun fact.
I'll skip through combat because my Samite Healer has summoning sickness, so cannot tap.
That's right.
Go to my second main and pass over. And let's see what Kieran's got.
A creature only loses summoning sickness once it gets back to your turn, and it cannot attack or activate abilities until then. Unless it has haste, which is a ability we get later on. So I'm gonna untap, upkeep, draw. Main phase 1, I'm gonna play a forest.
Ooh.
So green and
Gruul.
red is Gruul.
I love Gruul.
And
Gruul's my favorite.
pass to you. If it was your favorite, you'd be playing it, you traitor.
Wow. Hey, I'm trying something new, okay? Untap, upkeep.
Who are you,
Draw.
Taylor? Come on. You're playing
That's true.
Boros over
What am
there.
I, just disgusting?
Nobody
Boros
knows who
player?
Taylor is, but we're just gonna take a shot at him in the middle
Oof.
of our video.
Also,
You know
hi,
he's gonna
Taylor.
watch this.
You're gonna be like the one person who watches this
Yeah.
episode, so
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, one of our 5 viewers.
Oh, is the question, do I do it now just to do the mad flex, or what do I wait?
Fucking just get her done. Get her done, bud.
Do I do it?
Just do it!
Not yet. I'm gonna tap 2 mana, play another Samite Healer,
Okay.
and we'll go to the start of combat. I'm gonna attack with my Samite Healer who has already been summoned,
Yes.
and we'll go
so
to the blocker phase.
I have no blockers. No creatures.
Kieran has no creatures to block. So then we'll move to damage. If there's no responses to damage,
There's no response to damage.
you'll deal 1 damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna play something.
I'll go to the end of combat.
So I take 1 life.
And during my second main, I'm gonna do it because, you know, Kieran's
I guess
gonna wanna
also-
see this.
For fullness sakes, we start with 20 life each, and once you're at 0 life, you lose the game.
Alright. I'm gonna play Black Lotus. That's gonna be good.
All right.
I'm
I'm not gonna give you the reaction you want.
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Why not use it for mana? Like is that just that's a flex? Like what if I had like a destruction spell? It'd be feeling
I
bad
can
right
do
now.
it in reaction too.
Yeah, but I mean if you have nothing to spend the mana on, right?
Maybe I do.
Okay, draw a card. I'm gonna play another mountain. I'm gonna tap. So I guess this is another thing we haven't talked about. When you want mana to play your spells, the cost of the spells in the top right, it requires a colored mana and any color mana. So this one requires 1 green and 2 of anything. You tap your lands to get 1 mana of that color. So mountains produce red, forest green, plains white, swamps black, islands blue. Tap for 1 red, 1 green, and I'm gonna cast Stone Rain and blow up your plains.
Wow, that's rude.
You have Black Lotus, so shut the fuck up.
Wah wah.
Okay.
I see how it is.
I'll pass to you. See if your Samite healers can bring you to victory.
Upkeep. Draw. I'll play Plains.
Okay.
And then I'll crack it for 3 white. Why not? And then I'll tap a mountain,
Okay.
and it is time for Mr. Bean.
Oh no, Mr. Bean.
And then
You use your Black Lotus on a fucking hill giant. I guess the Stone Rain did do something then, if that's
Yeah.
the case.
I'll swing the Samites at you.
Samite 1 and Samite 2.
So that's 2 more damage, and we'll move to end and pass.
Alright, I untap everything. As you can see, my land's untapped. Upkeep, draw.
I'm
Good
so glad I
gravy.
actually got to draw the Black Lotus. It would have been really funny to not play it this whole time.
Yeah, I just find out while I'm editing because I see you open it.
That's gonna be good. Yeah.
I'll tap 1 green, 1 red, and I'll cast Le Druid. Le Druid.
Oh,
Le Druid.
Le Druid.
Yeah,
I got one of
untaps-
these in one of my packs.
It untaps a land. He's looking at that plan as if he's trying to figure out if he can smoke it or not. He's like,
Relatable.
what?
Nothing. Don't worry about
I
it.
pass to you.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play. Keldon Warlord.
Kelvin the Warlord?
Yep.
Dude, that guy's ripped.
Kevin the Warlord. Yeah, I know. Biceps on biceps on biceps.
What the hell is this?
So the X's below, which is his power and toughness, are equal to the number of non-wall creatures on your side, including the Warlord. Thus, if you have 2 other non-wall creatures, the Warlord is a 3/3.
Okay.
If one of those creatures is killed during a combat turn, Warlord immediately becomes a 2/2.
Wow, that's a very long and descriptive thing to say.
Yeah.
His power and toughness equal the number of non-wall creatures you
Yeah.
control.
You know,
Guess
it was a simpler time, you know?
It was a simpler time. That guy is like jacked, dude. Holy. And
Dude,
that's really
muscles.
good. He's a 4/4.
He's a 4/4 right now. Going to combat.
Yup. I'm taking 5.
Swinging with these 2.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 damage.
And then I'll pass turn there.
Okay, untap, keep draw. Island.
Oh shit.
3 colors.
3 colors.
Oh.
This guy.
So,
Strokes for tea. Those are my 3 favorite colors.
oh, there you go. In Tarkir, there were 3 color tribes, and each one had their own name: Mardu, Temur, Jeskai, etc. And so these are colloquially called Temur. So yes, I'm playing Temur, but I don't think it's gonna get me out of this situation, unfortunately. I guess I'm gonna tap 4 and play this War Mammoth. It's a 3/3 with trample.
Okay.
He's just a better hill giant.
Oof. Sorry,
and-
Mr. Bean.
Sorry, Mr. Bean.
Hey, the Mammoth doesn't have a sack, though, okay? What's in that sack?
What's in the sack? What's in the sack?
What's in the sack?
I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. Play a mountain.
Jesus, that Stone Rain was just such a bad freaking play.
I think I'm gonna go to combat first. I'm gonna come at you.
Yep.
2 red boys, the Keldon and the Hill Giant.
I will block the hill giant.
Okay. So we're
So-
at the blocking phase, and next would be damage. So in response to damage, I'm going to tap a Samurai Healer
God, I'm so bad at this game.
and prevent one of the
I'm
damage
so bad at this game, Colin.
of the War Mammoth. So
Yeah.
in the exchange, the Hill Giant would then deal 3 damage to the War Mammoth, and normally the Mammoth would deal 3 to the Hill Giant, but I can prevent one of that with my little Samurai. So in which case, the Hill Giant lives on. Mr. Bean
Yeah.
always lives.
Yeah.
It's only to one target. It's only to one target. Not everything.
That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. Alright, my War Mammoth dies.
And then you'll take
And
4
I'll
damage from the
take
Keldon.
4.
From Mr. Bicep himself.
Okay. Yep.
And
Yep.
then I'll pass turn there.
Alright, untap, upkeep,
I
draw.
accidentally double passed.
There you go. Main phase 1. Oh, I'm so bad at this game.
What's he got? What's he got?
The comments. Once we get mass critical velocity of viewership, the comments are gonna roast me.
Dude, the Samurai Healers are value.
Until then, only Taylor's gonna roast me. So I guess this is. I'm gonna pay 4. Oh. And then I'm gonna tap the Lay Druid to untap the mountain. And then I'm gonna get 5, so 5 mana in my mana pool. I'm gonna cast Disintegrate X4,
Okay.
targeting the Hill Giant. Sam might heal that.
Unfortunately, I cannot.
Alright.
So
And
the Hill Giant is exiled
He
then.
is exiled, yeah. So in the old game, there was no exile zone. It just said removed from the game, but now it's been titled as exile, so he goes to the exile zone.
R.I.P. Mr. Bean.
Also important, return the target to the owner's deck only when the game is over, which is kind of weird because there are cards nowadays that can return cards from exile back into the game state. So I wonder how Disintegrate works in that scenario.
Oh yeah, I guess it's like better.
No, I think they probably errated it to not.
Okay.
Yeah, to not say that if I had to guess. But I'm gonna pass to you.
Untap, upkeep.
Your Warlord's
draw.
looking a little less buff.
Yeah, he's a 3/3 now. You know what? We're gonna move to combat, and we're swinging in with the Warlord and one of the healers for 4.
Alright, I'll take the 4. Go to
Alright.
5.
I'll pass turn there.
Alright. I fight to live another day. Untap, upkeep, draw. That's interesting. I'm gonna pay a blue and 2 red and cast this Prodigal Sorcerer. He's a 1/1.
Okay.
I can tap him to do 1 damage to any target.
Oh, it's like the reverse Samite.
He's like the reverse Samite, yes.
Slightly more pricey.
Institute of Arcane Study acquires a taste for worldly pleasures. Seldom do they have trouble finding employment. Just to let you know.
Frickin' nerds, God.
Fucking nerds. I'll pass to you.
Alright, tap, upkeep, draw. Let's see what we get.
There's a lot of white bearded characters on the board.
There are. I guess we'll just go to combat.
Sure.
And I'll swing in with these 2 guys.
Okay. I will be blocking Le Druet. Le Druet is gonna block your Warlord.
Okay, it's fine going to
4 damage resolves. I'm gonna pay 1 green and play classic All-Star Giant Growth.
Oh, wow. I do have a response to your Giant Growth. I'm gonna pay 1 mana, and I'm going to...
I hate you so much.
Lightning Bolt, your Ladru.
Can you just get off?
So,
Alright.
the way the stack works, your Ladru will die before the Giant Growth hits it.
Let's describe the stack, shall we? So whenever you play a card in Magic, it goes on the stack, an imaginary place where things activate from. And in the case where players are playing multiple instants, multiple things will end up going on the stack. And then what happens is they resolve from the top to the bottom. So I cast Giant Growth first on Lay Druid, which would have given him +3/+3. But before that resolves, to give him the +3/+3, Colin played Lightning Bolt, which got put on the stack, and it targeted my Lay Druid to do 3 damage to him. So Lightning Bolt resolves first, killing Lay Druid into the graveyard, and then Giant Growth has no target anymore because the Lay Druid's dead, so it just fizzles. Womp womp. However, Colin's creature was blocked and does not have trample, so he cannot get any damage through to me. But I do take the 1 from the Samite healer.
Samite's MVP.
Samite's MVP.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hey, don't count yourself in until the game's over.
I'll faster.
Alright, draw. Forest. We're gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4 and cast Rod of Ruin. It's an artifact that says pay 3 mana to deal 1 damage to any target.
Interesting.
And I'll pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Can you just like not draw playable cards for just like 5 seconds, please?
Play this plans.
Okay. 2 more lightning bolts in hand and I lose.
Tap everything, and I'm gonna disintegrate.
Oh my
face.
god. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game 2. I have no response. I'm actually, in response to the disintegrate, I'm going to ping off one of your Samite healers.
In response to that, I'll prevent that damage.
In response, I'm going to go to sideboarding and cry to the audience about the game. Alright, that went fine, I guess. Turns out Colin can open a Black Lotus. That's really, really annoying, because I was quite excited about that. Though I think we'll still be able to get him with ours, as well as the Jet, Black Jet, Mox Jet card. So, what are we bringing in against him? He's playing red and white. I don't think he's playing this 3rd color. So if he's playing red, walls weren't an issue. He's not playing blue. He's not playing green. It's not good against Black Lotus. It just isn't, because he can sacrifice the Black Lotus in response. So he's not playing green. He's not playing enchantments. He had a creature-based deck. Fog is actually a card I think we're gonna bring in. Fog seems like it might be pretty good. Take Fog, and then Magical Hack. Did he have anything? I don't think he did. He didn't have any cards to hose. Yeah, I think it's just Fog. That's a really bad sideboard plan. So what are we going to take out for Fog? I think Fast Bond still seems okay if we can get... I'm less convinced by that. You know what? I think we're going to take out the Phantasmal Terrain, because that was sitting in our hand as a dead card basically the entire game. And I think we're just going to run it back. The rest of the deck seems fine. I wish we had some blue elemental blasts, but we don't. Yeah, I think we just got kind of unlucky with our mulligan. We were 2 cards down, so let's see what we can do in the next game.
Okay. So that went like really well. I didn't think the Samite healers would do as well as they did, but you know, especially saving that hill giant was pretty huge. Although, and I don't think Kurin will make the same mistake again. Overall, I'm pretty happy to kind of stick with what I've got. Putting in some of the hate cards is probably advisable, especially because Kurin is probably going to do something similar. So he was playing red, green, and blue. So if I take a look here, I could add Circle of Protection red and blue in, which would be pretty oppressive if I got them on the field. It's 1 mana, which I will usually have as well. It's just what would I take out is the real question. I know he has Disintegrate, so keeping in things like reverse damage is really good. Honestly, Holy Armor probably isn't the best. I probably don't need as many Mr. Beans as I have, although it is pretty funny. I think I will probably take out a Mr. Bean, a White Knight. I think putting in those Circles of Protection and going from there, and then maybe later I can sideboard in other things. I can go back. It really sucks he's not playing black, but that just means I can save it for another time. Although he's editing the video, so he knows. Anyways, let's see what happens.
Alright, so game 2. Colin, not gonna lie, my sideboard was kinda non-effective.
Oh really?
I don't have a lot against your deck from what I haven't seen a lot of your deck. So
There is a lot. Honestly, if you were playing black, you would not be having a good time with my sideboard.
You had a lot of black hose.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like, you're playing white, right? And white just has all these cards that are like black is the worst and cannot play the game.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go first since I lost, and good luck to you, my friend.
Good luck to you as well. Let's see if I can make you mulligan a bajillion times again.
This is a hand. It has cards, magic cards.
This is risky if I keep it or not.
I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't like it, but I'm gonna keep it.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm up 1. I can afford to take the risk.
Okay.
This could be a short game. Find out.
Alright. I'll start. So when you start, you don't draw on your first turn. So I'm going to play a forest, and I'm going to tap the forest, and I'm going to cast Wild Growth, which basically is an enchantment for my forest that makes it so when it taps, it adds an additional green, so it taps for 2 green.
Interesting.
So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to pass to you.
Hold off on no mana. Does somebody else have a Black Lotus?
No. Just combo off and kill me turn 1.
This is interesting. I'm gonna do it, even though it might not be a good play. I'm gonna play Plains, I'm gonna tap it, I'm gonna put Consecrated Land on your forest.
All enchantments on target land oh, come on.
Are destroyed, but the land cannot be destroyed or further enchanted.
Alright, well, give that
Drag
to
it
me.
on your side of the board. Get that Wild Growth out of here.
That sucks. Alright.
You're gonna play at my pace, and I'll pass the turn there.
Alright, I see you. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Oh no, Colin, this isn't good. This isn't
Hopefully
good.
that was your only land.
Fuck, this is really, really, really bad. Alright, I'm gonna pass to you.
This makes me feel a lot better. Oh, thank fucking god. Okay, I'm gonna play a mountain. I only had one land in my opening hand as well.
You hate to see it.
Let's make this interesting. I'm gonna play Copper Tablet.
Oh,
So Copper
I had
Tablet
this.
does 1 damage to each player during his or her upkeep. And then I'll pass turn there.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Don't
Okay,
forget to take your damage.
I got a mountain. Yes, during my upkeep, the Copper Tablet does 1 damage to me.
That order is very important.
I'm gonna play Mox fucking Jet.
Oh god.
Yeah.
1 black mana, what?
You think I don't have black in my
Oh,
deck?
Oh my god, the 3 color
Counter
was a lie.
sideboard. Counter sideboarded.
Ooh. This is what he does, he just puts another color in his sideboard. And so, do you even have blue now?
I gotta pay 3 mana and cast Uthden Troll.
Oh my god, I love the art on this. It looks like a giant doll.
Yeah, it looks pretty funny. Yeah, I'll pass to you, I guess.
Untap, upkeep, take 1 damage. Oops.
It gains life.
Draw. Nice. Plains. Okay, not totally in a hole yet. I will play Granite Gargoyle.
Oh,
It's a
God.
2/2 flyer, and I can pay 1 red to give him +0/+1 until end of turn.
Yeah, alright. Fine. I'll accept this.
I'll pass turn to you, sir.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't forget to take your damage.
Thank you for the reminder. I guess we'll go to combat, and I'll swing with the Uthden Troll.
Alright. I declare no blockers.
Alright, take 2. Main phase 2, I'm gonna lightning bolt your gargoyle.
Ooh. That hurts. And that resolves.
Okay, pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep. Take 1 damage.
For those watching, the reason I'm not playing this yet, is because there are cards in my deck that if I draw them and I have played this, puts me in a big hole.
Tap 2. Get my Sandmite out.
Oh, I hate this guy. Alright, sure.
And
Sounds
then I'll just go to pass turn there.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll pay 3 Mox Jet, and I'll cast Le Druet. And go combat, and I'll swing with 2.
In response...
Oh, I will take your 1 from the tablet as well.
Oh yes, thank you for remembering. In response to attacking, I will lightning bolt the troll.
Of course you will. Alright. It's my turn.
Then, okay, cool. I'll untap. On upkeep, I would take the damage, but I'm going to tap the Sandmite to prevent that damage. And I'll go to my draw.
Sure. Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Is that what you were all excited about? That little combo?
Yeah, man. Dude, there's other stuff, I swear.
Okay.
It's the small things, you know? I'll just go past turn, though. As we're both struggling for land here. Me more so than you.
Okay. What do you mean me more so than you? We have the same amount of mana.
You have 4. You have the Moxen.
I have 3. Oh, I have Ley Druid. Yeah, sure. I've got Ley Druid. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Tap the Ley Druid to untap my forest. Tap it for 4 and play my War Mammoth.
Ooh.
Coming in and...
That's gonna be a problem.
And I'll take my 1 from your Copper Tablet. And I'll pass to you. It's all good. I play fair, okay? I play to win, but I play fair.
Upkeep. I'll tap the Sandmite to prevent the damage. Draw.
Sure.
Ooh. Did draw a Soul Ring.
What the fuck? Soul Ring is in this set?
Yeah.
How did we miss that on the card review? I thought I scrolled through them all.
I honestly had no
Okay.
clue, and then I got it, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm putting a Soul Ring in my deck.
That's really good. Okay, so he has Black, Lotus, and Soul Ring. To be fair, I have Mox Jet and another card that I will not say. I almost foiled it.
Damn, I was hoping you would spoil it. Yikes. I don't even think I do it yet. I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. One from the tablet. Draw. That is actually maybe game winning. I'm gonna pay
That's
3.
concerning.
I'm gonna cast Stone Rain, targeting your mountain. Actually, it's not game winning. What am I talking about? You have Soul Ring. Whatever. I'm still blowing up your mountain. So I blew up your land. Love it. You love to see it. You know what? I'm gonna make a big push here. I'm gonna cast. The spirit of Richard Garfield flows through my
Oh my
veins
god.
as I cast Black Lotus.
Oh my god, we
Yeah,
both
we're
have
both-
Black Lotus. I hate this so much.
Okay, you know the good thing is though? Well, I don't know, maybe it's good. Is when Yuri's ban list comes around, if either of us does Black Lotus, it hits the other person's Black Lotus. So
That is true.
That is interesting. So I'm gonna crack the Black Lotus for 3 blue.
Mhm.
Okay, and use one of the blue to. Oh, actually, no, I don't need the blue. Never mind. I'm just gonna tap this to untap the forest. Play Druid to tap the forest, and get 4 and play another War Mammoth.
Oh no, this is not looking good.
And I'm gonna go to combat and swing in for 3.
And I will take the 3.
I will pass you.
Alright, untap. Gonna need some lands at the very least. Fortunately, not that land. I mean,
If you have Sarah Angel, I'm just gonna cry.
Oh, I do take the 1 from the.
Oh yes. Upkeep
Up the
triggers are hard to
tablet.
remember.
Yeah. Gonna play Veteran Bodyguard. So, unless Veteran Bodyguard is tapped, any damage done to you by an unblocked creature is done instead to Bodyguard.
Why is your deck filled with beefy shirtless guys?
No reason.
Okay.
I will pass turn to you.
Was that a rare? Out of curiosity.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Untap. He looks like an 80s action hero.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Untap. Upkeep draw. Okay.
His
I got
hand
lands.
doesn't like make. I don't know. The hand to sword is really weird. The art is just very weird on that card.
Like there's like the mountain behind him. I'll take the 1 from.
It's like
the
a
thing.
Bob Ross mountain too.
Happy little accident.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to combat. I'm just gonna swing it with the War Mammoths.
Okay. For blockers, I will go 1 and 1.
Okay, so Veteran Bodyguard deals 2 damage to my War Mammoth and I survive. I do 3 damage to him and he survives. Samite Healer dies because Samite Healer takes 2 damage.
I
or
do
3
have
damage.
in response 2 damage.
Sure.
I'm gonna prevent one of them.
Okay, so then 1 damage goes over top and then gets redirected to him. So your Samite Bodyguard or your Samite Healer dies. Your Veteran Bodyguard only takes 4 damage because 1 trampled over. Trample being an effect where damage that would be in excess will go over top. So Colin's preventing 1 of the damage, but the other 1 is going to hit him, but then gets redirected back to the Veteran Bodyguard, who has already taken 3 damage, so now has taken 4, and so he doesn't die either. But I do kill the Samite Healer, so fuck
R.I.P.
that guy.
Samite.
And I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, slowly getting back into the game. Honestly, this feels bad, but I am going to consecrated land my mountain before you destroy it again,
Oh.
because that would be devastating.
Yes, all my Stone Rains. Infinite Stone Rains.
I mean, you've gotten 2 in 2 games, so you might be running more than 1.
That is true. That is fair. Did you take your damage from your
I
stuffed
did
copper tablet? I don't
not.
think you did.
And then I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Good frickin' gravy. Combat. Swing with the War Mammoths.
I will block the Veteran Bodyguard to 1, and then in response 2 damage. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to reverse damage.
The hell is reverse damage? Why can't I see this card? Oh. What is this art? All
It's
damage
kind
you
of
take-
cursed, I'm not gonna lie.
It is a little cursed. All damage you have taken from any one source this turn is added to your life total instead of subtracted from it.
So I will choose the source.
But you're not taking any damage.
Oh, I have to take it. I thought it was just damage from a source. I misread the card.
Here, let me check. It says the next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage, you gain life equal to the damage prevented this way. I believe that it works as you intend because my War Mammoth is about to do 3 damage to you. If it were to do the 3 damage, it would then get redirected by the bodyguard. So you gain 3 life then, and this bounces off your bodyguard because it's power 2 and power 3. I'll pass to you.
Oof, thank God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kevin, the warlord is back.
Not this asshole.
It's a 2-2.
Dude, they're look at these slicked up, oiled up bodybuilders.
Who do you think would win a fight?
Dude, Kevin is like more muscle than God. I think he...
I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw, take the 1 from your tablet. Oh my god, Colin, if you could see what I'm drawing.
I think we're having opposite problems right now.
Perhaps, yeah. Go to combat, swing with the mammoths.
Question is, do I want Kevin alive or do I want the bodyguard alive?
That is a good question.
The bodyguard. Yep. I will block and block.
Okay, so you take 1 damage of trample damage over the 2/2 Kevin, but it gets redirected to the bodyguard, and so everybody survives except for Kevin.
Yep, poor Kevin.
Rip Kevin.
He came, he saw, he died. Upkeep. Draw. Shucks. Play my mountain. I'll pass turn.
Now he's getting flooded. Alright. Oh my god. You could see my hand right now. Go to combat. I took 1 from your tablet. I'm going in for... trying to kill this stupid asshole. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw the lay bodyguard in there too, just to rub it in a bit.
Okay.
Actually, no, because in that way you're just gonna kill him. Never mind. Never mind.
I was like, okay, yeah,
dumb
sure.
play. It's a dumb play. I'm dumb. I'm not that dumb.
Alright. Well, I will not block.
Okay. He's just dead then.
Either way, the bodyguard is down.
Bodyguard down. Pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, take 1 damage.
That guy did put in a lot of work for you.
He did. 1, 2. Oh. I'll do like this. 3. For a Dwarven Demolition Team.
Oh, okay.
I'll pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, take
Oh, here
1.
comes the hurt.
Draw.
Note to self.
Draw a mountain. Combat. Swing for 6.
Take the 6.
Pass to you.
This is riveting gameplay.
Tablet.
Oh, oh yeah. I wouldn't want to go out any other way.
Okay. Hey.
Pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Oh, yeah, no, you're super dead. I'm just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disintegrate X3 to your face.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Pass turn.
Wow, that hurts. So what Kurin is doing, because he's a jerk, is I would untap, I would go to my upkeep, and my own card, Copper Tablet, deals 1 damage to myself, killing me. So it turns out my Copper Tablet Samite healer strategy is horrible. Especially when there's war mammoths on the field.
It was doing work. See, I took Copper Tablet out of my deck because I knew you were going to play it for me. But looks like we're going into game 3.
Alright, so that was unfortunate. We kept a hand that had 1 land in it, and then we ended up immediately getting flooded. And the war mammoths were doing work. Not entirely too sure how to play it. I did pull out the Dwarven Demolition team because we have not seen any walls. I put in a Shatter because if Kurin is playing Black Lotus and that Mox Jet, then at least I can force the issue somewhat if I get the draw. I don't think I'm going to put 2 Shatters in because that seems a little much. I'm still pretty happy overall with my balance though. I mean, 13 creatures is still pretty hefty. The issue I ran into is I wasn't drawing enough creatures or enough ways to kill his creatures. I honestly think that game might have been just a bit of an anomaly. I'm guessing he had a bunch of blue spells, but I don't know. Honestly, okay, you know what? I know why we lost. You need to put that last Hill Giant back in there. Are you ready? Rumble in the jungle.
All right, we're back in it. 1-1. Black Lotus and Soul Ring. Soul Ring? I have the Basalt Monolith. Maybe I have a better deck. It's hard to say, but we're going to bring in, I think, Steel Artifact because it might not be the right choice. It's a little slow, but if we can steal his Soul Ring, that feels pretty good. Plus, it's an enchantment, so we're going to bring that in. You know what? I think we're going to bring in the Power Leaks as well. I think that's pretty good, too. Shatters could be good against Soul Ring. I just don't know if it's worth going that deep. You know, maybe it's worth... Maybe Steel Artifact isn't... No, you know what? At 4 mana, I think I'd rather bring in a Shatter. So we're going to bring in 1 Shatter, and we're going to bring in the 2 Power Leaks for his Consecrate lands. Rod of Ruin hasn't really... It's expensive, and he has the Samite Healers, but they can protect themselves from it. So I think I'm going to pull that out. You know what? We're just going to go with the 1 Power Leak. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm going to have to take out Fast Bond. I just don't think it's worth it right now. Maybe later, but it's a really dead card in the late game. Let's see if that'll do it. Game 3. All right, game number 3. First is the first match is exciting. I guess episode 1's kicking it off with a bang. Colin, how you feeling?
Oh, you know, the second match really brought me down to earth. You know, I convened with my deck. I've talked to all my Mr. Beans. We're a lot more humble now coming into this one. But, you know, I have a good feeling. Got good feelings.
I'm going to just say this maybe to light a fire under your ass, but I cut all of my Hill Giants. They're not even in the sideboard.
What?
Hill
You
Giants,
monster!
I'm
not even fighting for myself anymore, Kieran.
I didn't even
I'm
take
fighting for Mr. Bean himself. I don't know.
We made our Hill Giants extinct.
He's a monster.
And we're gonna come into your land and make them extinct too.
Yikes. That's genocide. Okay, calm down.
Oh, it's genocide. I guess that is genocide. Am I the villain? Anyways, alright, bud. You get to decide. I'm guessing you're going first?
Oh, please.
Alright, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck to you as well. I mean...
You
sure.
gotta decide first. Are you mulliganing?
I'm gonna keep.
I'm gonna mulligan. This hand is absolute trash. Oh my god. You know what? We're gonna keep this. We're gonna ditch this, I guess.
Alright. Turn 1 mountain. Pass.
Okay. Draw. Okay, that helps. I'm gonna go turn 1 forest and past you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna play a plains.
Alright,
Tap
Samite
those
Healer.
boys. Samite
There
Healer.
he is, there he is. I already know your deck now.
And then we'll pass turn.
Alright. Upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play my own mountain. And I'm going to tap Forest on the mountain and cast Anke of Mishra. Deals 2 damage when you play a land.
To anyone who puts a land into play. Whew.
So do so at your own risk. Pass.
Here we go. Untap, upkeep, draw. That's interesting. I'll play a land and take 2 damage, I guess.
Nice. You love to see it.
And then I'll tap to play another Samite Healer.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
And I'll swing at you for 1. Going to combat.
I'll take my Samite beads.
Alright, and then I'll pass turn. Samites don't only heal, they also hurt.
I'll play a forest and take 2. Oh, Colin, this isn't good for me. I'll pay 3 and cast Basalt Monolith.
Whoa.
It's taps for 3 colorless mana and doesn't untap unless I pay 3 mana to untap it. I'll pass to you.
Huh. Untap. Okay. Draw. That's funny. Okay. I will play. Ooh, how do I want to do this? I'll play a Plains, and then the trigger will happen. I'll tap 1 Samite Healer to only take 1 damage.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna
Mitigate.
play-
Mitigate.
Mitigate. I'll play 4 to play a Hill Giant
Oh,
and
God.
fight for my people's rights.
I'm going to get punished for making that fucking hill giant genocide comment, aren't I? Alright.
And
You know
then
what? Fair's fair.
I'll pass turn. Oop, I passed it too many times. There you go.
That's okay. The villain often loses, so... play a mountain and take 2, and then I'll pay 4 and play the end of the hill giants. The war mammoths.
No.
I'll pass to you.
Oh.
The ancient war between the
hill-
war mammoths. You see, I was gonna cut... I had to cut things, and it was between the war mammoths and the hill giants, and I cut the hill giants.
That's fair. The war mammoths are just better hill giants, really.
Hey, you said it, not me.
We're basically playing Skyrim, but it's like infighting with the giants and the mammoths.
No dragonborn in sight.
Yeah, no dragonborn. No, Kevin's the dragonborn. I'll play a Plains. I'll tap a Samite to only take 1.
Sure.
Then I'll tap 3 and play another hill giant.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
And then going to combat, I'm going to pay a mountain. I'm going to lightning bolt
Oh, come on.
the mammoth. Zip zap zoop.
Oh god, this is so bad. Alright.
And then we'll go to start of combat.
Yep.
Swinging in with a hill giant.
Take 3.
And then I'll pass turn.
This isn't good, boys.
For the hill
Good.
giants.
This isn't good. The Mr.
I'm
Beans
excited.
are winning.
Do you know what I named this deck? In
What?
Cockatrice? Mr. Bean's Revenge.
That's fitting.
And you sure as hell know there's 4 hill giants in this deck.
Oh no. What have I done? This is really unfortunate. I talk so much shit. I'm passing to you.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'm hurting.
That's interesting. Okay.
I'm
What's
hurting,
that?
dog. Don't ask me if I'm alright.
Draw. Okay, 4 mana. And you guessed it, folks.
Oh,
Hill Giant number 3.
Why did I say that shit about hill giants earlier? Oh, this is coming back to bite me in the ass.
Start of combat. I'll swing with 2 Hill Giants.
I'm gonna pay 1 green and fog.
That is a good play.
Yep. Prevent all combat damage.
And go to second main and pass turn.
Okay. I need a good draw here.
You need that blue mana. It's the pain of playing 3 colors is you do need to get the 3 colors. And in the earlier sets it seems a lot harder to do that.
Oh, why am I even playing a land? It's just gonna expedite my death.
Do it.
I pass.
Do it. Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Ooh.
Better be careful with your attackers. Your hill giants are vulnerable to my 7 open mana.
It's true. Go to combat. I'm gonna swing in with Hill Giants plus Samite.
Okay. Take 10.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Second right phase. I'm gonna play a mountain.
Okay. If you play on 4th fucking hill giant, I swear to God.
In response to the damage from your Ankh, I'm gonna tap 3 lands.
So with the Ank's trigger on the stack of doing 2 damage.
Ooh,
to
no,
you.
this isn't gonna work. Never mind. I'll just take the 2. I'll take the 2. I'm an idiot. Okay, take the 2. Pass turn. Oh man. The way
Could
I
I
thought that worked
see-
was wrong. I was thinking of a completely different card. Sometimes I just don't hover over my cards. It's kind of bad.
I'm gonna play a mountain.
It's gonna kill you.
I'm dead.
Oh, we got him! Ah.
Oh boy, did I
baby.
get Punished for being cocky. Holy shit.
Hey.
That's game. Episode 1 goes to Team Croft.
I would like to dedicate this win to a dear friend of mine who plays Boros, and I'd never touch Boros ever again because I hate these two colors. This one's for you, Taylor. I hope you actually watch this.
I would have laughed if you had said Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson's fine, I guess.
It's fine. This
one was really for the Hill Giants. This is for the Hill Giants.
Yeah, I did not commit Hill Giant genocide this game, so.
That's true.
Like, 2 blue cards in my hand, I couldn't draw a frickin' island to save my life. I mean, it wouldn't have really mattered either, to be honest. I was getting a little mana flooded with red and green, too. Like, I didn't need that mana. I'll show you my library here. Oh, you had... Oh, see, dude? Oh, that makes me so sad. I didn't open a single fireball. I opened 1 disintegrate.
I got 2 disintegrates and a fireball. That's when I was like, you know what? Going red is probably worth it.
No, definitely. Holy crap. You got swords to plowshares?
Yeah, dude.
You got 3 lightning bolts?
1 mana exile.
Crap.
I honestly, I was gonna go either black-white or blue-white because I got some really good black cards. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But then I saw how many lightning bolts I had. I don't think it clicked when I was opening the packs, but I had like 5 lightning bolts, I think. I was like, I just need to go red. I almost have just like a modern competitive deck in some ways.
You have Mana Vault?
Yeah.
You opened Black Lotus, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, Fireball, 2 disintegrates, 3 lightning bolts, and a Winter Orb?
I also got a dual colored white blue land.
Which color?
White blue.
Oh my god. What is that? Tundra or something?
Something like that.
I had air elementals. I had 2 of them in the deck, and I never drew them once. And I didn't have the islands to play them anyways. And they're 4/4 flyers, which would have
messed me
good.
Up. That would have really messed me up.
Yeah,
I would have had no way to deal with it.
Yeah,
I see you threw the shatter in there.
Yeah, I threw the shatter from the sideboard.
Yeah, I threw a shatter in too in the last game. You know, force the issue if you're good artifacts.
It's true. It's nutty.
I can't believe we both got Black Lotuses. It's so funny.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a chance it might not get banned now.
It might stick around for a series or 2.
I got Armageddon. Armageddon was in my... I got Armageddon. I put it in my sideboard because I'm like, I can consecrate the land, 2 of my lands, and then Armageddon, and then I'll have a 2 mana head start.
That is so gross.
But then I was like, this is so bad.
Armageddon. Oh my god. Dude, I got Wrath of God.
Oh, really?
Which is really good, yeah. I would have loved to have it in that game. Oh my god.
Mox Sapphire. That's why I was thinking.
Opened a Mox Sapphire?
Yeah.
I'm so fucked.
I got some pretty crazy cards.
You open Mox Sapphire, Mana Vault, Soul Ring, Black Lotus, triple Lightning Bolt. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, no, I was like over the moon. I'm like, oh my god, I opened a Mox Jet and a Black Lotus. Like, it's over. Colin's got nothing. Like, we're done. No, I was, honestly, I think it's fair to say I was wrong.
Looking at these cards now in Deck Builder and like looking at the prices and then rereading them, I'm like, fuck, dude, I got some crazy cards that I was just like, I don't know how good this is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need the beta set to help dig me out of this hole. All right, everyone, that's the end of Filthy Casuals episode 1. What can I say? I got my ass kicked, and it's gonna be quite the journey to overcome 4 Power 9 cards, maybe 3. I don't know. I guess Soul Ring isn't technically Power 9, but it certainly feels that way at this point. Yeah, we're gonna have to hope that we open better in beta. Team Lang, hashtag Team Lang, stay strong with me, please, because I'm gonna need the support. That's probably just Taylor at this point, hopefully.
Oh,
maybe.
I would be devastated if Taylor took your side after my shout out to him.
Taylor, the man, the myth, the legend. Nobody knows who he is. He's just gonna be a character in our.
The myth, the legend. We're really doing this for Taylor, no one else.
We're doing it for Taylor. Yeah, this is just. We're actually just gonna film this episode and send it to him.
Yeah.
But yes, we hope that you join us next episode. I guess just keep untapping, undrawing, and being ineffective.
Being
What did you-
ineffective.
we're tipping the card sideways here at Filthy Casuals, and we hope
tip.
that we tip, and we hope that you will continue to tip with us. And here's a tip. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, that's
God.
fine.
Yikes.